Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, hi, my name is Victoria and I'm here to share with you my passion about makeup and skincare. So if you still haven't joined my family, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you will be notified about my future videos. Also follow me on Instagram and I have a TikTok account with the same username. Today we're gonna unbox my IPSY Glam Bag Plus aka BoxyCharm by IPSY for this month of May. And even though this box looks quite slim and skinny and quite small, I'm not gonna lie, I still feel like we got some stuff that I'm curious about and I'm actually a little bummed about as well. So we're gonna talk about these products. Some of them I already tried because I always promise you guys to update about this or that product, but fortunately enough I had time to try some stuff so I can actually tell you what's happening and is it something that worth your attention. So let's jump right into this like always, and let's just start from the theme of this months. So this month's theme called Born to Bloom, and here we have just basically a reminder to bloom at our own pace and find beauty in every step of our journey. I love it. I'll take it. Obviously you can take it or leave it. There is no perfection required. If you have your own journey, it's beautiful in its own way, so just embrace it and be the best version of yourself. Just don't compare yourself to anybody. It's the worst thing ever, trust me on that, and it's definitely taking a lot of happiness and joy out your own journey. Just embrace your own beauty, your own uniqueness. That's what I was trying to say. So first thing first, I want to talk about fragrance, and I want to talk about something that's kind of like upsetting, but at the same time I know that a lot of people notice this as well. So I want to talk about this little guy over here, and the reason why I'm saying this little guy, because we got here not the amount we were supposed to get, or maybe we weren't supposed to get that big bottle, but IPSY claims that 20 milliliters of this fragrance retails for $60, which is not the truth. So I got here Memoir Archives Airplane Mode Eau de Perfume that retails for $12. So I'm going to tell you what is happening. From the keynotes we have here saffron, coconut water, orange blossom, plum and cedarwood. It's supposed to be a very lovely fragrance that's bringing you kind of like memory box that we already discussed in my previous video from Maison Margiela. I don't want to put another name in this part of the video just because I feel like that it's really difficult to compete with somebody who's well known for something like Maison Margiela and their memory boxes, like when they do a lot of fragrances, specifically replica fragrances, to replicate the moments in your life. So that's kind of like same similar vibe. If you wish, it's just same but different, I guess. So on IPSY site you can find that 100 milliliters of this fragrance retails for $60. So when I count in 20 milliliters, I'm like roughly counting this, okay? But I'm very upset because you claim that your box retails for this huge amount of money, you get this value, right? And then you find out that your fragrance, instead of saving $60 on the fragrance, you're discovering this fragrance that retails $12. So it's kind of upsetting, but I'm massively excited because I have high hopes for this fragrance, considering that this is something very sweet and yummy. It's this tiny guy, but I'm hoping it's gonna smell really good because I'm about to go out. So I'm hoping that this is something that's gonna give me some really beautiful scent. I also want to mention that this has 36 months of a shelf life. Also, it's USA designed but China made. The reason why I wanted to talk about this right now at the beginning of this video, just because I want to spray this on my arm and then see at the end of the video how it's gonna go. Just don't want to spray a lot. Ooh, that's very concentrated. It's eau de parfum, so it's supposed to stay longer than normal eau de toilette or let's say cologne that's like the lightest. That's very interesting. Okay, this is not totally my cup of tea. It's very sweet and concentrated if we're talking about my personal preference, but we're definitely gonna see how it's gonna smell at the end of this video because it's already changing on me, and I love when fragrance does this. I love and hate it because sometimes you spray this in a store and then you like falling in love with the scent, initial scent, and you're buying this, coming back home and it smells completely different. So yeah, that's what we have to deal with. And also don't forget about your body chemistry. Your own body can change their fragrance, and I think that's beautiful that our body can do something like that. So if we're looking at our choice section, we see here that there was Glossy Balm from Dibs that I was looking at that, but then I'm like, I'm gonna get another gloss Spoiler alert, so I mean you have to kind of like think and consider what products you can use and you won't use. There was also cheek stick. I wasn't crazy about that one. Eyelash serum. Also there was serum concealer. I'm very specific with my concealers. The only other thing I was kind of like curious about, it's a Goldilocks signature hair mask, because I've heard about this but I've never tried it. So well, in this situation I kind of read the notes of this fragrance and I'm like, you know what, maybe that's going to be a good decision. But next, let's talk about IPSY choice. So this is something that IPSY gave me without chance to choose, and I normally am excited to get a shadow palettes, and this one specifically looks quite lovely, especially the outer packaging. Like when you're looking at the box, it's quite funky looking and I love it. So we're gonna talk about Violet Voss Disco Drip eyeshadow palette that retails for $43. It's supposed to have very vibrant and versatile shades, definitely eye-catching shades. I have at least 5 eyeshadow palettes from this brand, at least 5, and this honestly looks quite lovely. It looks like it has one matte color, the rest of them either shimmers or metallics, very sparkly. I would say kind of like even multi-chromy or maybe duochromy in a way. I'm gonna show you the swatches somewhere here. I filmed that already. I love the packaging. Also want to mention that it's made in PRC. It has 24 months of a shelf life, and overall Violet Voss's formula is very lovely. I'm excited. I'm kind of, you know, this is very bold for the daytime, so we'll try to smooth it out, but at the same time we'll try to create something fun. Yeah, something fun. That's the way to go. Okay, so let's take a look at this mix of shades, and I'm thinking that we don't have many choices as first color, so we're gonna start from this brown shade. It's like a beautiful chocolate brown. The name of the shade is IYKYK. If you know, you know. So I'm gonna grab my brush and let's try to buff this color very lightly. What shall we do? Because we have so many shimmers and basically you don't have a lot of space on your eyelid to play with all of them, and I really want to make them a little more muted, so let's just try, I guess, blend this starting from the outer portion. Maybe we just concentrate our attention on the outer portion and then inner portion we're gonna blend with some kind of a shimmer. At least let's try to do that, because I mean my attempt to do not a bold eye today, it's probably going to be something that requires a lot of attention to the intensity, and it's going to be difficult considering how many bold colors are here. Well, I kind of drag this to the inner portion as well. I'm following my crease area and I'm trying to be light-handed, but also it's very deep color, so it's probably better when you're going out at night, not for the daytime look. But at the same time, when I'm going to work, sometimes I like a little bolder eye because I'm leaving my lips quite plain and, you know, chill at some moments. When I talk a lot, I love my red lipstick, but honestly guys, I used to use Sephora lip stain for the longest time. Literally, I would like switch to another brand, switch to another lipsticks, but then come back to that one because I knew that it was safe formula that wouldn't dry my lips. And then recently, I think it was at the beginning of this year, they reformulated the lip stains, and no, that's completely different. I'm not loving it. It's definitely giving my lips more problems. It's drying my lips more. It doesn't stay as good as it used to be. It's very upsetting when brands reformulate their good formulas. It's just something that's always stressing me out, because if you're just making a good formula, just please keep it that way. I know you're trying to, you know, minimize the cost of making it, but at the same time you're raising the price, so what's the point? What's the point, guys? I do not understand. All right, I'm gonna grab flat brush and I'm gonna use the same color to my lower lash line just to define my lower lash line, and we'll see where it's gonna go, because you never know with me where this look can go. And I love it about eyeshadows, because when I'm looking at the shadow palettes, I'm normally not thinking about look I'm gonna create. Sometimes I do, sometimes it hits me, but sometimes I'm just going with the flow and just trusting the process. Okay, my baby hair is impossible today, just ignore that. Now I'm thinking we're gonna use Cosmic Cutie, because it doesn't look super shimmery, super sparkly. It looks like very subtle type of the shimmer. So I'm gonna grab just like I think pencil brush should work, like something a little smaller, and I'm gonna just apply this to the inner portion and see how it's gonna go. I want to smooth out these corners, but at the same time see what is happening, what type of intensity we're gonna get. Okay, the difference is basically not there. Let's keep moving. So I'm looking at those sheets. Should we play safe and just play with those 3 colors, or should we play funky? But funky may be weird. Kind of like drawn to the funky side always. Let's play with those colors. Let's play with this whole row today, okay? And we're gonna be safe. So wipe check is gonna be next color, and let's just see how it's looking. I'm just gonna press this at this center. I feel like I have similar color from them in my other palette. It was kind of like an autumnish palette. Autumnish, is it even a word, autumnish? I doubt it is. Well, it's kind of like had autumn vibe to it, and it's pretty. Their shades are very solid. I still can't get over the pricing. Like the pricing of items, like of makeup items, is just, it's driving me crazy. Like lately I've been sitting and thinking about all of this, like pricing and how much money I spend on this or that from my like old routine, like what I'm using in my routine on an everyday basis, and it's crazy because the prices went up like insanely. It's scary, but at the same time, what can you do? Just find some alternatives, I guess. That's one way to go around that. Let's use let's try POV. I'm gonna press this close to the inner portion. Honestly, it's pretty by itself. Like, those are very solid colors. But then I want to add also this Stardust Sparkle. And mostly, it's chunkier. It looks completely different. Let's just add some shine to this portion. Yeah, that's better. Let's just leave it like that. It definitely looks better. Okay, for my lower lash, I think I want to use Galaxy Glow. It's gonna be this color over here. And let's apply this with another flat brush. Yeah, let's do this one. Even though it's a shimmer color, let's just buff it lightly, like on top of that brown shade. Okay, I just added a little hint of the blue color to the lower lash line. I didn't want to go crazy because I don't want it to have fallouts underneath my eye. And I think I'm gonna add blue mascara at the end of this whole procedure to kind of enhance that blue. And now I think we should still add this mirror ball to the eye look and just highlight our inner corners using that color. Okay, it's looking quite nice. It doesn't look like anything like wow, but it still looks very nice and soft. So now I'm thinking we should add mascara. Like I said, I'm gonna add for my top lash, I'm gonna use black mascara. For my lower, I think I'm gonna use blue one, and I'll be back and we'll just add something else to this eye look that I got in this box just to like finish the whole situation over here. Okay, my loves, I'm back, and here's the eye look that we created using this eyeshadow palette from Violet Was. I want to add another detail, like little detail that technically may change a lot of things. Everything consists of small details, and honestly, even gel liner may change the whole outcome if you choose the right color to complement the eye look. And I hope these two guys that we got here will help us to complement this eye look, but I'm not sure because the colors here are like, one of them is matchy, another one may look nice or may not, we'll see. So this is Laura Geller Style Eyes Liner Duo that retails for $15 at Walmart and $29 on IPSY site. It's a IPSY choice. I got shade Royal Plum and Warm Cocoa, 0.03 ounces each of them. Made in China, 6 months of a shelf life. And let me try to get them out of the box. That's not the easy task, but I got them. So here's those little babies. They look like they have like metallic finish. One of them is brownish, another one is plumish, and I'm kind of like over it because guys, IPSY again claimed that the retail price of these two babies is $29. Meanwhile, when I was googling this and trying to find information about these liners, I found out that literally first link on Walmart site, you can find this for $15. I don't understand, like $14.99, and it's not on sale, it's just the price. So yeah, just so you know guys, before going to IPSY and looking for deals, just try to do your own search and try to see maybe there's better price point, and most likely there will be better price point, just so you know. So they're supposed to be very smooth and nice, and I love Laura Geller, so I have high hopes. I mean, I have decent hopes, not super high, but this one is kind of like plum looking like, and I think we're gonna add this to my lower lash line just to add some kind of semi similar color to the lower lash line, and I like to apply this to my actual waterline. I'm saying lower lash line, but it's actually a waterline, and I'm gonna just draw a line over here. Oh, it's getting smokier. I kind of like it. Sometimes some purples may look like you have some kind of a disease. What I'm saying that is like they making your eye look kind of like, I don't know, this kind of purple that makes your eye look like rosy, but it's a bad pink, bad rosy color. This doesn't seem to be the case, and it goes on the waterline very nicely, very smoothly, and it is metallic-y. I don't know, guys, can you see? Because obviously through camera it's really difficult to show like little things like that, but I mean, I'll try to insert some kind of a video if I'll have any of them till this moment for you to kind of see what's happening. And then with this brown one, this chocolate one, I'm thinking maybe I can enhance actually outer portion. Oh yeah, that's deep enough. Should I do waterline or should I do like little lines here and there in between my lashes? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. Yeah, it's pretty. I'm being very careful. It's smudging nicely. Okay, so it looks smokier, and I think it added something to the eye look, and I don't know, was it necessary for the daytime, but overall it didn't damage anything. It didn't make it look worse, it just a little smokier, but the colors overall work, and I'm happy for that. So now I'm thinking let's try my another choice. This one is going to be for the lips, and hopefully this is going to be something comfortable enough to, you know, wear out. And this one is going to be a lip gloss from Huda Beauty. So I got here Huda Beauty Full Filter Extra Shine Lip Gloss in the shade Sugar Baby. This one is a light pink color that retails for $21, has 12 months of a shelf life, made in Italy, 3.9 milliliters. It has two finishes, shimmer and high shine. Mine is a high shine, and I'm very excited to get this. There were two choices, we'll talk about this in a second, but this one looked like something that I would definitely love. And look at the doe foot applicator, they call it innovative. I think that it's quite chunky and lovely, and I'm here for that. You know, I like chunky applicators for lip glosses just because they spread color so nicely. And look at this, just one swipe and it's good to go, and I couldn't resist from trying this like immediately. It's very comfortable, it smells very sweet. If you don't like scented lip glosses, that's not gonna be your cup of tea, but oh my, this is just so pretty, and it makes your lips look definitely fuller because of this shiny finish and the way how this applicator kind of like spreads the product onto the lips. Not sticky, doesn't taste good, but look at the shine. I mean, come on, I'm gonna definitely enjoy this on a daily basis. I can see that right now. I want to mention that this contains vegan collagen to kind of like smooth the lip and make it look fuller, and overall it's super comfortable. It's super duper comfortable. I feel like this is definitely something you will not regret buying if you like good lip glosses, and considering that it has vitamin E, it's gonna hydrate your lips too. So good. Let's take a look at my choice section because I'm getting super excited, and considering that this was my choice, I'm very happy I made this exact choice. So in my choice section we have here Morphe shadow palette, and I'm not really into Morphe. There are so many things that are going around still, and I'm not coming back to that. There was Huda Beauty Full Filter Extra Shine Lip Gloss in a clear version that was also looking really nice, but I like pink. Guys, if you still don't know that I love pink, I love it. There was Elemis Pro Collagen Overnight Matrix Cream. No. There was also Diamond Lifting Oil. I just got something from Rodeo and I'm currently trying it, so I didn't want to add anything else. And there was also Bliss capsules from Elemis, and nah, Huda Beauty looks just right. Okay, my loves, and the last product we're going to talk about, it's going to be my last choice, and this time I got something for my hair. It's a Olaplex spray. So we got here Olaplex Volumizing Hair Heat Protective Weightless Blowout Mist that retails for $30. It's a blow dry mist that protects hair and also add some softness, shininess, and you know, help with a healthy blowout. So it's supposed to work as a heat protection. Also, it's supposed to volumize, hold, and style your hair. So before talking about this product, I want to mention that it has also 150 milliliters. It's made in USA and it has 12 months of a shelf life. Also, it's vegan and color safe. Okay, So I got Dyson recently and I was able to try this with my Dyson, with my round brush, and I sprayed this. So overall I feel like it definitely lifts the root, because you should spread this specifically on the root and just kind of like all over your hair after, but concentrated on the root area. As I was spraying and blow drying, it definitely gives you a feeling that, you know, your hair is getting volume, extra volume, but then it's not like this is something that's holding that volume still, or this is something that, you know, keeps your hair feel weightless, feel shiny, smooth and healthy. No, I feel like by using my other styling products I can achieve even better result. This is not something bad, but I felt it on my hair. Maybe if you have fine hair or if you have short hair and you like blow drying and you like trying new products, you may give it a shot. For my type of hair, I didn't feel like this did anything I would love to see after my hair wash. This was quite underwhelming, even more than second time I washed my hair. I felt it even more because I used even more, so like I felt it in my roots, and I don't like feeling this. Like when I'm going with my hands through my hair, I don't like to feel anything on my hair. That's just me, I'm being weird, I know. Even though it has so many good ingredients, I didn't feel like this is something necessary for my hair routine. And honestly, when I went today on the Sephora site and I read all the reviews, people are not quite happy, and I can see why. I can see that this is not for every hair type, just like all the hair products in general. Like you have to try in order to know is it gonna fit your hairstyle, hair type, your hair follicle, and unfortunately it wasn't something for me, and I gave this fair shot 2 times. I may give it a third chance, but at this moment I really want something better, and I want to make sure that I don't feel this throughout the day. I don't feel that something is on my hair when it's supposed to feel clean and fresh. When we're talking about my choice section, there was Blink mascara that I already had before. Even though I like tube-in mascaras, I decided to skip it because currently I own very nice mascaras, and I'm using actually one that I reviewed in one of my previous videos. It's from Armani. I still love it, use it every day, so easy to use. Oh my gosh, just amazing. There was also Glow Recipe. I also own this baby, so it was kind of frustrating to see 2 products I already have or had. And also there was First Aid Beauty eye cream, and I'm very particular with my eye cream, so that's a no. That was very obvious for me, so yeah, that wasn't a difficult decision. Okay, my loves, overall I feel like this was something that I had to talk about. I had to try with you, I had to try on my own and tell you how I feel. A lot of things got me excited, a lot of things got me very frustrated. I'm not sure what should I do. Should I keep reviewing this box? Should I keep trying stuff? Because I feel like, I mean, once in a blue moon I discovered something I absolutely love, and I wouldn't normally buy this on my own. So, you know, it just, I don't know, what should I do? I'm kind of so disappointed with the pricing and stuff like that, and with the choice section. But from the other side, I discovered Huda Beauty lip gloss that I definitely will use. So is it worth it or it's not worth it? Not quite sure. If you have any thoughts what other boxes we can discuss with you guys, let me know in the comments down below. I'm open to anything. If you want to do skincare, hair care, if you want to do like a scents, or if you want to do even clothing, just let me know. I mean, there's so many good things happening around. I'm just so stuck on this one, on this box specifically, because it's been a while and I feel like I'm reviewing this for such a long time. So yeah guys, I mean, definitely let me know what do you think about this whole situation, and let's just shortly talk about this product. And let's start from this Disco Drip Violet Rose palette. I didn't feel like this was something that you should run and buy from one side. From the other side, it's a good solid palette, and if you're okay with having only one matte color and just blend and mix and match other shades to create your own styles, go for it. I like Violet Rose. I have nothing against of this. I just feel like I already have those colors and it's not something revolutionary, especially if you own other palettes from them. If we're talking about Laura Geller liners, they are okay. I definitely need to do a wear test and see how long they're gonna stay for, and are they gonna run, are they gonna smudge, budge, and all the good stuff that we don't like. So I definitely will update you on that. The Olaplex Volumizing Blow Dry Mist I will pass on. but lip gloss from Huda, yes please. And the fragrance, I barely smell it, so it got very nice, subtle. The fact that I barely can smell it, it's not usually a good sign. It's very subtle. Like if you like subtle fragrances, like it's settling down beautifully, but you barely can smell it on yourself. So I don't know, is it a good or a bad thing? Some people may love it, some people may hate it. It's not my favorite fragrance from IPSY, but also it's not the worst one I tried. So that's kind of like in the middle, if you know what I mean. Okay, my loves, and now let's talk about the final price of this box. So this month's box retails for $121, and well, it's still a value, but from the other side, if I'm not gonna use most of the products, is it actually a value? That's a good point. But guys, thank you so much for staying till the end of this video. I definitely had a lot of fun, a lot of frustrations, but that's completely normal when you're doing something like first time try on and you know, your first impression videos and stuff like that. So I'm down to do this more if you'd like me to do this more. And like always, let's learn a Ukrainian word. I decided to tell you how to say excuse me in Ukrainian. So if you want to say excuse me in Ukrainian, you would say it like вибачте, вибачте, вибачте. And yeah guys, thank you so much for staying till the end of this video. I love you all very much and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.